Hello ladies and gentlemen, Orangesherbet here, and today we will be talking about the upcoming version 0.3 update for Arma 3 Epoch Mod. We will go over updates to the UI, the base building system with Ghost Preview and a unified control scheme, trader menu updates, antagonist updates, a new mission system, improvised tools and weapons and their subsequent use in collecting materials from the environment, a new loot spawning system, and various bug fixes and changes. So stay tuned as we go through the details of what is a quite significant update. I'll be focusing on items from the changelog that affect gameplay today, and we'll start with the antagonist updates. As far as antagonist updates go for 0.3, the Sapper has a much improved brain, and another variant we are calling the Boss Sapper. This version of the Sapper will be distinguishable by its dark color and larger size. I wouldn't recommend trying to dodge the explosion, it packs a much larger punch. In addition, if you end up killing a Sapper, it will emit a green gas which will increase your toxicity and make your character instantly fatigued if caught in the cloud. Avoid this at all costs. Regarding the NPC traders, there's been a very nice upgrade to the trader menu. As you can see, the items now stack, providing a much better experience when purchasing items. Clothing is now sellable as well. For server owners, there is now the ability to specify starter items for freshly spawned traders via the Epoch config. Additionally, if you are purchasing a vehicle from a trader, try to have a smoke grenade or chem light handy. If you throw one of these within 50 meters of a trader, you can control where your vehicle will spawn upon purchase. You will notice a talk option when you access a trader. From here you can do a few things. Check the server time, see if anyone has been at the trader lately, and accept missions. There's one mission available in the test version and more will be available in the next hotfix. The one mission that is available is called Pikes Peak Express. Essentially, you are delivering a document from one trader to another and are rewarded upon completion. More mission types will be available in future versions. From here, we will talk about harvesting metal and rocks from the environment, what they're used for, and what tools you'll need to accomplish this. Rocks and iron ore can be harvested from boulders that are scattered among the environment. The rocks are used to craft the improvised tools and also the fireplace. Iron ore can be smelted down to metal scraps and then combined into salvage metal for crafting. To accomplish this, you'll need a sledgehammer or the maul, which was just added as a crude version of the sledge. This is crafted using the rock, sticks, and rope, which were all just added recently. Sticks are available in the standard loot table and in furniture. If you don't have a sledgehammer or maul, rocks can be found in the trash loot. Rope is also in trash and lootable furniture and can be crafted from kilos of hemp, which are found on antagonist bodies and also in shipwrecks. Rope, sticks, and rocks can also be bought and sold to the traders as well. Metal scraps can also be obtained from the environment via wrecked vehicles that are parked in various places around the map. Same tools apply for obtaining the metal scraps in the wrecks. You'll need a maul or a sledgehammer. Another craftable tool is the crude hatchet, which is made by combining rocks, sticks, and rope. It functions similar to the hatchet previously available and is used to chop down trees. You can also chop down the bushes and obtain sticks from these. The wooden club is a crude melee weapon crafted from sticks that has one purpose, which is to beat the shit out of people. The maul, the crude hatchet, and the wooden club were all made by 3D modeler and artist Sequisha. It's important for me to mention that cinder blocks can also be obtained from the environment via these yellow pallets of cinder blocks. Now we will talk about the UI changes, or how players will interact with their environment. One major change is the on-screen tooltips, which will help new players understand what to do in any scenario where a key press is required. This will affect base building and many other gameplay elements, hopefully to keep the player immersed and not confused about how things work. Moving on, there has been a few significant updates to base building. A frequency jammer is now required to be placed down before you can start. For those who may not know, a frequency jammer is what protects others from moving your base pieces around and also maintains your base. I'll put a link to the wiki page about frequency jammers in the description down below. A new item has been added, a craftable wood foundation. This requires 8 lumber packs and functions identical to the typical mortar foundation seen before. You won't necessarily need foundations, however, because now when you build an object, it will enter the world in a ghost preview, which you can place almost anywhere. Walls must have at least 1 meter of clearance above ground, but this will allow players much more freedom and creativity. You can still take advantage of physics with your base pieces. Simply build a piece into the world and pick it up as you normally would, with either snap or free build mode activated. Also, players now have the ability to remove a base piece if they wish to. This respects the group system and frequency jammer. Be careful though, you may see diminishing returns in the amounts of materials that you will be getting back from some items. At the end of the video, I'll show a time-lapse of a base build that my group did with the new systems. Regarding destruction of base pieces, there's been a significant buff to the armor of these pieces, and there is a damage texture that will appear when a piece has been damaged over 50%. Damage to base pieces now persists over server restarts as well. Shipwrecks are back in action. You can now loot shipwrecks again thanks to AWOL's underwater looting system, which I will demonstrate here. If you're not familiar with shipwrecks, I will provide a link to the wiki in the description down below. If you're planning on looting shipwrecks, be careful out there. Sharks may be contesting your treasure hunt now. From Kiory, one of the 3D modelers from Epoch, we have the SR-25 and L-85A2 weapons. The SR-25 is a 7.62 rifle and the L-85 is a 5.56. Certain attachments for these weapons are specific, including the suppressor, but the ammo is interchangeable with weapons of the same caliber. A couple of quick notes. Lockboxes can now be found in lockers and wardrobes. Hopefully more of these will be found now. There are a few new plants that can be found, indicated by green triangles on the map for now. The first is the pumpkin, which provides +5 under hunger, and the golden seal root, which reduces toxicity. Bornholm is now supported with the help of URO Gaming. The dynamic airdrop event will be explained more in the hotfix that is upcoming. Basically, it is a random event that will involve a helicopter dropping a supply crate. Players will be able to drop a smoke grenade to signal the heli to drop the crate. Regarding the Epoch launcher, public testing of the launcher has begun with version 0.3. This will be an easy way to distribute client files and show servers running Epoch Mod. I'll provide a link to the launcher in the description below. There's an alternative method to download the client files for those who wish to go that route. Ferris wheels now have a more reliable loot spawning system, and circus tents now appear near the Ferris wheel. The looting has been changed significantly. There is now real rarity for items, and loot chances can be turned up or down via the loot multiplier in Epoch config. Every item that spawns has a rarity, and every piece of furniture now has its own loot table. Each time a player spawns into the world now, they will be able to choose their gender, male or female. If you encounter a drone and manage to shoot it down, now you can loot the wreck for electronic components. Shipping containers now contain a better range of materials for base building, and also have a chance to spawn weapons. Today we went over many of the new changes in the update. We hope that this will provide players more variety in the gameplay and improve their experience overall. Since this is a large version bump, expect there to be some lingering issues as testing continues. Stay up to date on social media for Epoch and participate in the discussions on the forums. Links will be in the description below. Don't forget to try out the Epoch launcher. That link will be down there as well. I'll leave you guys with a time-lapse of a base build that some friends of mine did to demonstrate the new system. Thanks for watching.
UNC. Yo, every pad I put my pen on, sure to hot up your den on. I hit it from the back on every track that I've been on. Sex in it be the next hit to happen. Sex and chicks while you be doing all the yapping. Dipping on the tapping, Z the act and me. 2.3 with double din CD with rhyme connection. UNC. Force Productions, HOT.
Yo, it's the Q-Dash, Chuck Bronson, still spitting. Put it on your dress like Bill Clinton. Still shit, still starting, y'all playing out of position. We live in this here while your squad got a vision. And you don't want to bump heads with QNC camps. Smoke crews like we plan, stomp them out like ants. Rock hard like avalanche, we hide on wax. It's been QNC since the Force made big tracks.
Yo, it's Kurt D.I.G., Mr. Incredible, Mr. 3-syllable, wreck shit, you bet I will. High praises, I raise the ante. Your odds are chancy, BS the chief Comanche. Get mad at me, cause I'm hitting. Keeps asking you to change, but you ain't trying to switch. Find my niche, so I'm about to hit this quick. So check my dialect and watch this shit, come on.
My aim tight, y'all better duck when I aim right. Two in the same night and bust crews through daylight. Flew in on the same flight, we heading back out of town. While we stamping passports, we be holding it down. Hold the crown, round 3. You ballin' Kurt C, underground like Shock G, but get played like Missy. At the bar getting pissy, team holding it down. It ain't the same unless you playing for the cup. What the?